Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hi, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you're back, as always, welcome back. Today I am here with my 2022 year in review of all of my diamond painting finishes. I always look forward to doing these videos and certainly love seeing my fellow creators and crafters share their collage of finishes as well. And so I just have had so much fun pulling out these kits that I worked on, 11, 12 months ago at this point, and just remembering how fun it was to work on all of them. And I'm really looking forward to sharing them with you all today. So if you are new, hi, again, my name is Katie. I do all things diamond painting here on my channel, and it is my main hobby. I spend a lot of time on it. It brings me so much joy, and it's wonderful for my mental health, and there's an absolutely amazing community here on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. So if you are just stumbling in and going, what is this craft? Like, what are you talking about? I encourage you to take a little bit more of a deep dive. If you're brand new to diamond painting and want to see some of my beginner-friendly videos, I have some helpful playlists that I'll point you to that I'll have linked down in the description box below this video. So feel free to take a look there. There's lots of helpful tutorials. There's even just a how to diamond paint for beginners video. And if you want to see me go into lots more depth about many of the diamond paintings that we talk about today, I have a lot of dedicated post reviews for these. While I'm not going to have the space in the description to link to every single one, I do have a playlist that is just for post reviews / reveals of diamond paintings that I've completed, where I talk in a lot more detail about my experiences working with on these kits. However, today I'm not going to go quite as much in depth. It's going to be a little more snapshot, rapid fire speed, because in the past year, I've completed a total of 42 diamond paintings, maybe 43. I'll explain the question mark / bonus mention, like honorable mention, at the very end. So just stay tuned for that. I'll get your guys' opinions on that. That being said, I don't necessarily want to keep you here all day, so we're going to kind of just go through each of these very briefly. Just really quickly want to also mention that while I'm not going to be able to link to each individual kit, I am going to link to each shop that is mentioned today, as well as pop up the name and the artist for the kit on the screen. Some of these kits are discontinued or out of stock, or the shop may just no longer have them listed as for sale. So I do apologize in advance if you go to look for a specific kit and you don't see it. However, you can always contact the shop, or maybe it will be restocked at some point, and I can still maybe give you a sense for what to expect if you were to buy from the shop. Anyway, let's get into these kits. I have some fun stats to share with you at the end as well, so feel free to stay tuned or skip ahead. But I did, like I said, I completed 42 kits. I'll give you one set of stats real quick right up front here, as far as like what companies I worked on diamond paintings from this year and how many. So first is Diamond Art Club, which I completed 19 kits from them this year, and then DIY Moon Shop or Die Moon Shop and Enablers Outpost. Both of those shops I completed 3 kits from them this year. And then Crafties, Mary's Diamonds, and Diamond Dots, I completed 2 kits each from each of those shops. I completed 1 kit from Distracted by Diamonds, 1 from Sparkle Queen Creations, 1 from Diamond Painting Shop with 2 P's and an E, 1 from Dreamer Designs, 1 from DP with Sparklers, 1 from Orloa, 1 from Jaded Gem Shop, 1 from Crystal Canvas Art Designs, 1 from the One with a Diamond Art, 1 from Bella Safina, and then 1 to 2 from Heaven and Earth Designs / Ever Moment, where I got the drills from. So anyway, that's a sense for a little bit of what you're going to see shop-wise today. I want to start showing you and telling you a little bit more about these diamond paintings though. So I do have my diamond painting logbook here, which is where I just keep notes on things. Like I put, if there's a sticker of the artwork, or I take a picture of my kit and I pop it in here, and I also I write the stats and if I participated in an event with it, and then things that I loved about the kit, maybe some challenges or any notes, and of course what number finish this was during the year and overall of all time. So I may reference this in case I have questions about stats, but here we go, you guys. So this very first kit that I have to share with you guys, this is from Crafties. The title of this piece is Haruki, and it is by Sybil Art. It's a nice snack size little kit. It was fun to start off the year with this one. It worked up pretty quickly. It has some really pretty special drills in it. A lot of Crafties' kits have these really pretty special drills that are charted for you, including crystals and ABs. Now, I am an affiliate for Crafties, and this one was sent to me for review, but as with any kits that I mentioned that I was either sent for review or I'm an affiliate for the company, I really strive to be as transparent and unbiased as possible. But I really love Crafties for their snack size licensed kits, which, by the way, every single kit you see in this video today is going to be legally licensed from the artist, which means the artist has both given permission for the use of their artwork and is being compensated by the company for the use of their artwork as well. So I really, really love Crafties' little snack size kits like this. This was no exception. Their Sybil Art kits are just absolute stunners. So this was my first finish for the year. My second finish for the year was from another company that I enjoy seeing updates from, and they just had some big announcements and updates, actually, just in the past couple of days, a change in ownership. But this is from Mary's Diamonds. It's called Illuminate. It is by the artist Fizzy Popcake, which I love that name, by the way. The size on this one is 60 by 60 centimeters. It has round drills. It has some ABs in it, and this was sent to me for a review, but I was really curious to work on one of these kits from Mary's and Fizzy Popcake. I think Fizzy Popcake's artwork is really, really adorable. So there's a little bit of oddness in some of the AB charting in this kit, but I still thought that the overall effect was really pretty. I thought like the shading of the colors and the umbrella was really gorgeous and stuff like that. I thought that some of these, like the blending of like the reds and the pinks and everything in her outfit was really cute. And then of course we have these really pretty butterflies off here to the side. Just overall, I thought this was a really adorable, adorable piece. And there's a good amount of color blocking over here, which was nice. So it did work up pretty quickly. So this was Illuminate from Mary's Diamonds and Fizzy Popcake. That was number 2. Next up, my third finish. This is the absolutely adorable Protege. This is from Diamond Art Club and the artist Dimitra Milan. This is 56 by 66 centimeters. It has 60 colors and round drills, and this was really fun to work on. I worked on it with a couple of friends because this has a lot of special meaning to us, like with a lot of the pinks and the foxes and everything. I actually got to work on this one in person with my friend Jacqueline, who's Diamond Art Sparkles on Instagram, when I flew to Texas and actually got to spend a few days hanging out with her. So this one, it's super sparkly. This definitely had some of Diamond Art Club's newer round drills, at least at the time they were their newer round drills. I think that their round drills are still this same vibe, but I like just so many of the colors. Dimitra Milan's artwork just is really beautiful, and I think that Diamond Art Club does a nice job with how it translates. This had some really pretty ABs, and of course Diamond Art Club charts ABs really well. I liked a lot of the muted tones on the sides, and then of course every shade of pink going on in here, and then of course I adore foxes, so our little foxy friend was super, super, super cute. So this was Protege from Diamond Art Club and Dimitra Milan. This was finish number 3 for the year. Finish number 4. This was from a new to me company at the time, and they have since made several upgrades to their kits. You're going to see some more shortly, actually. But this is from Enabler's Outpost. It actually does not have it did not at the time have an official title. I'm not sure if they're going to relicense and re-release this one, but I just affectionately named this one Winter Sparkle, and it is legally licensed from through Shutterstock. So totally above board. It is completely okay for companies to license through Shutterstock. But how cute are these little animals? Like this little fluffy penguin, the little snowman, and the little ornament that she's pulled down. It's an anime style of artwork, so that's why I talked actually with Enabler's Outpost about this a little bit. Like this style of her face and some of the other styles going on. It is anime artwork, and so that's why it has kind of some of the vibe that it does, and I think it looks so beautiful. Love the little penguin on her head, and I thought that these hanging lights were absolutely stunning. I thought they were just so gorgeous. The effect overall was amazing. And the size on this one was, let's see, 50 by 70 centimeters, round drills, 43 colors, and 3 ABs. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they're not currently selling this one, and I don't know if they have plans to, but I will highly recommend Enabler's Outpost to you guys because their quality is fantastic, and they have made some changes and upgrades since I worked on this kit. But this was a really, really fun one to work on, and this was my 4th finish for the year. Now, my 5th finish, you guys, I'm actually not going to show you right now because it is one of the mystery kits from Diamond Art Club. Specifically, it was the Josephine Wall mystery kit that was released at the beginning of 2022. It sold out very quickly, and like all of Diamond Art Club's mystery kits, it was limited edition. They always, when they release a mystery kit, it is limited edition, which means it will not be restocked once it sells out. And I know for a fact that there are still lots of people that have this kit in their stash and don't want the image spoiled for them, so I'm not going to show it to you, even behind a spoiler warning here in this video. What I'm going to do instead, though, is if you want to see what this image is, and hear me talk a lot about working on this kit, which it was amazing, you guys. It was very large. It was, let me see, I can check at least the stats on it for you. It was 70 by 89 centimeters and 63 colors, square drills, because this was part of those early runs of mystery kits that, and up until just recently when they made the changes, but the symbols on the background were all entirely black and white. And so to cover those up completely and have the image be revealed to you, the drills have to be square shaped. But this was a magical kit to work on, absolutely stunning, and in very high demand in D-stash groups, unfortunately, but it was really fun. That was my very first mystery kit I've ever worked on. I will point you to the post-review video that I did of this one if you want to see the image and see me talk about it a whole lot more. But that mystery kit was my, let's see, what was that? Finish number 5 for the year. So I'll leave you in suspense there, but let me go ahead and grab number 6. Naturally, my 6th finish happened right around Valentine's Day. This is the absolutely adorable Valentine Kitty from Distracted by Diamonds, and the one and only Puffy-Gator, who is truly one of my favorite artists. And I love this kitty series. Distracted by Diamonds has licensed several of these kitties, and several of them are exclusive to Distracted by Diamonds. And I am collecting just about all of them at this point. So this one is 62 by 74 centimeters. It has round drills and just the most beautifully, perfectly placed ABs. Distracted by Diamonds does an amazing job with rendering Puffy-Gator's artwork. It's all hand charted. It's absolutely beautiful. But Puffy-Gator's artwork is really lightly feathered and has kind of like a soft vibe. Distracted by Diamonds does such a good job with it. I absolutely love it. I thought this one was so adorable. Distracted by Diamonds is one of my favorite companies to get licensed diamond paintings from, and I thought they did an amazing job with this one. So this is the adorable Valentine Kitty from Puffy-Gator and Distracted by Diamonds, and this was finish number 6 for the year. Finish number 7, this one has a real soft spot in my heart. This was part of what I refer to as my rainy day stash. You'll hear me talk about that with a few kits in this video. My rainy day stash is just kits that have some sort of special meaning to me and that I want to just save and savor for a little bit. And most of the time I don't work on them right away. Like I like just having them in my stash and then picking a meaningful time to work on them. And this one, it actually makes me emotional even just to come back to it, because I started this one just thinking okay, in 2022, I want to work on some of the kits in my rainy day stash and not just let them sit there. I want to enjoy them. I started on this kit and then, gosh, like I said, it makes me a bit emotional, but I have such a fond association with foxes because we did my oldest's whole, when he was a baby, he's 7 now, we did his whole nursery and everything fox themed. And so I loved this because it felt just so perfectly me, and it felt like it represented my oldest son and I. And because I felt like this was Mama Fox and Baby Fox or Kid Fox, the pink watercolor background. This is a partial drill canvas, which means that only part of the canvas, part of the image part of the canvas is actually painted with diamonds. Some of it is just printed. There's no diamonds here. So this is what we call partial drill field. But anyway, I had started this kit, and then partway through working on it, my son had to go into the hospital for emergency surgery. And then it was just a really emotional and tumultuous few weeks. and months, and it was almost emotionally painful to come back to this kit. And just felt, it just very timely and just made me kind of think a lot. So this was not only my rainy day stash, but just has that added special meaning to me. So I will always have the softest spot and special place in my heart for this particular kit. But the name on this one was Fox Bliss. It's from Diamond Dots, and the license was from Shutterstock. It had a total of 23 colors, and it did have some ABs. Diamond Dot's numbering system is a bit different, though, from what other diamond painting companies use. They have a whole different numbering system for their colors. And so I can't easily tell you how many ABs there were. It might have just been the one white AB. But I thought this was adorable, honestly. Diamond Dot's kits tend to have a ton of static in their drills. You can usually combat that by just cutting up a piece of dryer sheet, and that usually takes care of it for me really well. But I was just so incredibly happy with how this turned out. I do like how they render, and sometimes it's nice to have some of these partial drill kits in my stash, because they do tend to work up a bit more quickly and are still really satisfying to work on as well. So this is Fox Bliss, and this was finish number 7 for the year for me. Next up, this kit is the Beekeeper by Raven Phelan and from Diamond Art Club. It is, what's the size on this one? 51 by 71 centimeters, which is quite frankly one of my favorite sizes of diamond painting to work on. It had 45 colors and square drills, and this kit was magical, absolutely magical to work on. I think that I was sent this one as a sneak peek from Diamond Art Club, and I was able to work on it. I don't think I quite finished it before I actually put up my sneak peek video, but it is absolutely incredible. The AB placement is top notch. The bees, like their gossamer wings, are white ABs. There's some beautiful yellow ABs all around this amulet that the dragon is holding. There's some really amazing ABs charted in the dragon's eyes, on the dragon's face. This kit all around was just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I also joked that this was my friendship canvas with my friend Bev over at Bev B Diamond Paints, because it's like she's all things bees. She's literally Bev B Diamond Paints, and I'm all things dragons. So I like these purple lavender stalks that came up over the dragon's head as well. Raven Phelan's artwork is some of my very, very favorite that Diamond Art Club puts out there. I buy almost all of it, often because it's dragons, but also because the way that Diamond Art Club renders it is second to none. It's just so good. So good. The dragon scales, like all the outlining, all the details. Yes, I'm here for it. So this was the Beekeeper from Diamond Art Club and Raven Phelan. That was finish number 8 for the year for me. Finish number 9. This is Celestine from Die Moon Shop and Margaret Morales. Margaret Morales is one of my very, 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 very favorite artists. I love her artwork so much. And Die Moon Shop's rendering style is a lot softer. It has just a bit more muted vibe to it. And I feel like it really does suit Margaret Morales' artwork really well. You're going to see another kit for Margaret Morales and Die Moon Shop once we get to, I think probably around like the 30s mark, around Halloween. But this was actually sent to me as a gift by my very, very sweet friend Jessica at Tiny Worlds of Wonder, and it was so incredibly thoughtful, and I loved every second of working on it. She's so special, and this is so beautiful. The size on this one is 50 by 63 centimeters. This has round diamonds. With Die Moon Shop, you do get to choose if you want round or square diamonds. This one has 32 colors, and this is from when Die Moon Shop started making some upgrades and changes to how they did their canvases. I don't think this one came in a box, like it wasn't quite to that point, but it does have like the legend at the bottom and the really, really soft backing on it. It's got like a different canvas material and like less colors. That was a change that they made as well to help the rendering maybe be a little bit less confetti heavy or muddy. It was still pretty confetti heavy, and I do think that the overall effect is really nice. So I didn't add any special drills to this one. I think it came with 1 or 2, but I ended up just doing all regular diamonds. But isn't she pretty and dreamy? I love it. Love it. So this was Celestine from Die Moon Shop and Margaret Morales. And that was finish number 9 for the year. Finish number 10 was a kit from a new to me company. This is Heart Air Balloon from Sparkle Queen Creations, licensed from the artist Howie Green. Sparkle Queen Creations launched 2 years ago, and they have some really beautiful diamond paintings. The owner is about all things rainbow. And I think this one may have been discontinued. There may still be some stock, but I think that they did discontinue this piece. But yes, how cool that she got to license directly from Howie Green. I thought that was so neat. She did do some like nice hand touch-ups to this one. It is double-sided adhesive, but she has since switched over to poured glue. And I did think that the double-sided adhesive, though, was a really nice quality. I did not mind working on it whatsoever. It's held the drills really well, and it worked up really nicely. There was a good amount of color blocking in this kit, as you can probably see just from the background. And, of course, these beautiful, beautiful rainbow swirls. This was a really nice, almost more like snack size. I'm trying to see. I don't think I see it on the canvas. I want to say it was maybe 40 by 60 centimeters. And I'm not sure how many colors because it doesn't have that all there, but it looks like maybe about 30 colors-ish. So I was glad to work on a kit from a new to me company for sure. So this was Heart Air Balloon from Sparkle Queen Creations. That was finish number 10 for the year. Finish number 11. Okay, this was really fun. This is Moon Owl Magic from Diamond Art Club and Chrisabug, who is one of my very, very favorite artists that they license with. And this was part of we didn't call it an event. It was a diamond paint along that I believe Jacqueline and Jamie decided to do, and I joined in with them, and I think some more people did, called Halfway to Halloween. And it was just like, a lot of us had a lot of Halloween themed kits in our stash, so it's like, why wait and only work on them during like the Halloween season? Let's use this as an excuse to get out one of our Halloween kits to work on here halfway to Halloween. So I decided to work on this cute little witch gal, and she is 51 by 51 centimeters, 43 colors, square drills, including 4 ABs, and I thought this was a stunner. I thought this was so stunning. I thought Diamond Art Club did a really nice job of rendering brown skin tones, and the glow effect is incredible, especially on the side of the owl. I thought it was stunning. Diamond Art Club kills it with rendering faces. Her face looks incredible, and even like the owl's face is so perfect and so cute. I adore Chrisabug's artwork, and I want all of it. She's one of my like buy at basically every single one that Diamond Art Club puts out. This was really, really fun to work on. It was nice to get another a Halloween kit out of my stash, even though like witches aren't necessarily strictly Halloween themed kits, but this had all the usual suspects going for it as far as Diamond Art Club's quality and everything. And so this was a fun kit to work on during this would have been in March, I think. So that was finish number 11. Finish number 12. This is Rebirth Awaits. Remember how I said that you'd be seeing another kit from Raven Phelan is the artist for this one. And this is also from Diamond Art Club. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much this one glows. So I was sent this one as a sneak peek. And I think I finished this one maybe before I actually posted the sneak peek. Anyway, it's 51 by 71 centimeters. Is that what that says? I believe 41 colors, square drills, and the most magical AB placement ever. So incredible. I am blown away by the render on this particular piece. I'm pretty sure if it's not in stock on Diamond Art Club's website, I think it's not discontinued and that you can sign up for restock notifications. This is just beyond. It's just absolutely amazing. I cannot believe how well this turned out. I thought the render was some of Diamond Art Club's best work. I did mention to them and talk to them about how like just this one tiny spot, and I think it had to do with how the color of the AB actually translated next to this one, because it does look very, very similar to this in the original artwork. But honestly, overall, especially the AB placement and the rest of this, I just thought was breathtaking. I loved every single second of working on this one. So again, the name on this one was Rebirth Awaits. It's from Diamond Art Club and Raven Phelan. Completely magical. So that was number 12. Number 13, this cute little kit. This is Totoro. This is from Die Moon Shop and Sybil Art. I decided to get this one after seeing my friend .by.by.e over on Instagram work on some of these smaller, like more snack size kits from Diamond Shop. I think it was specifically even maybe from Sybil Art, and I was like, oh, those are turning out really well. I want to try myself. So this one was itty bitty. I think this was like 30 by 40 centimeters, really, really little. I got it with round drills, and this looks like, I don't know if I had to seal this one or if I decided to use it as a chance to like experiment and test out using sealer, because it definitely has some of the stiffness that comes with a canvas that I've sealed before. So I do think I sealed this one. For a snack size one, I mean, the render is not perfect, but I think it's really, really good given that it's 30 by 40 centimeters. So this is from Diamond Shop. This is from their older like this is before they made some changes and upgrades. So like there's no legend at the bottom. It's a stiffer canvas and whatnot. So just in case you were curious, this was Totoro. That's finish 13. Next is another Enablers Outpost kit, and this was one that as soon as I saw the original artwork, I said she has to be mine. I am blown away. She looks incredible. This is My Sword. It's by the artist Indie Creates. This has round drills, 34 colors, and has a really incredible couple of special things about it. For one, it is chock full of crystals. If you take a look, you'll see there's like a royal purple and a red crystal. And I believe those black, I think the black is actually, yeah, I think that's a crystal as well. This kit was chock full of crystals. So many crystals. This is also from a round of upgrades that they did. And the upgrades that they did are top notch. I think that they are amazing and made Enablers Outpost an incredibly high quality company to buy from, and I was all about it. I loved working on this kit. I did share a couple of feedback things with them as far as like I came really close to running out of one of the crystal colors and just some thoughts on rendering, but overall I was just like, this artwork is incredible. Please license more from this artist and more in this style. And I do think that they captured a lot of kind of the vibe and some of these like really soft details really well. This reminded me very strongly of, I'm gonna throw it back just a little bit, from a series of YA novels that I was really into as a kid, and the author, that series still has a special place in my heart. It was from the artist Tamora Pierce, and this just reminded me of Alana, kind of her main character from some of the quartets she did, like the Song of the Lioness. So that's just immediately what I thought of with this one with the red hair, the swirls of purple, just the strong female protagonist. This is one of my favorite kinds of subjects to diamond paint. It's the kind of artwork that I'm so often drawn towards, and this was just an absolute joy to work on. I loved this artwork so much. So again, this was My Sword from Indie Creates and Enablers Outpost, and was finish number 14 for the year. Next up, you guys, this is one that, okay, quite honestly, I probably would not normally have otherwise worked on. I'll explain why though. This is Hipster Boston Terrier. This is by Marilyn Casanave and is from Diamond Art Club. I bought it at Joann Fabrics though. It's a partial, so you can see the background doesn't have diamonds on it, just the doggo does. But it has round drills and 18 colors and one white AB. It's extremely beginner friendly, which is one of the reasons I bought it. So I bought this kit to work on and time lapse my way working through for my diamond painting for beginners video. So that was my main motivation for working on this kit. I really wanted to feature a very beginner friendly kit in that video, and I wanted to time lapse it kind of start to finish so people could see me demonstrating some different just how-tos, like demoing how to diamond paint, even how to use your multi-placer and that sort of thing. So that was my main motivation for working on this one. I really like a lot of Marilyn Casanave's, the artist's artwork, and Diamond Art Club has quite a lot of it. Some of it is partials like this, some of it is full drill where like the background is painted as well, but they're incredibly beginner friendly, and I feel like you can often find them in stores like Hobby Lobby, Joann's, etc. So this was still a fun little kit to work on, and I'm glad that I got to use it to put together a video that I hoped would be helpful for beginning diamond painters. So this was Hipster Boston Terrier. That was finish number 15. Number 16 here is also from Diamond Art Club. This is New Friends. This is by Mandy Manzano, which you could maybe tell from the really distinct art style with the black outlining. I thought it was so stinking adorable. This was a nice size at 56 by 56 centimeters. 46 colors, square drills, including 4 ABs, it looks like. Some really nicely placed ABs. Diamond Art Club always does a really nice job of charting Mandy Manzano's artwork, which often looks like stained glass, and I feel like that just so perfectly pairs with diamond painting, you know, and how diamond paintings will turn out. So this one was a bit of an impulse start. I started it while I was doing a countdown live for Diamond Art Club's big anniversary bash back in the spring, where they did like a Black Friday style, like a bunch of releases and an amazing sale. And I had been sent this one as a sneak peek and kind of impulse started it. And then I kind of got a little, I don't know, I had a hard time powering through this one for some reason, even though you would think it's totally my wheelhouse. With the colors, I adore Mandy Manzano's artwork. There's a good amount of color blocking, so it's not like it was really slow going. I had a hard time feeling motivated to work on this one. But I have to say that it's still a really pretty finish, and as I pull it out and look at it now, I'm like, no, this one was cute. This one was fun. The ABs are incredible. There's just huge chunks. Like there's this pale pink AB here. There's oodles of white ABs here in these like shaped bubbles. There's some pale yellow AB. There's bits of pink AB in her hair. There's blue ABs up here. Blue ABs galore, and more pink up there. More. It's chock full of ABs, and it was really well done. But again, the name on that one was New Friends. That is from Mandy Manzano and Diamond Art Club. And that was number 16. Now number 17 was my other mystery kit finish from the year. So once again, I'm not going to show this one, but this was the mystery kit by Rika Raikkonen. And I believe that the theme was ocean. And this was a really special and magical kit, which, by the way, if you want to see me reveal it, and I talk quite a lot again about some tips and tricks and my thoughts on the process of working on a mystery kit, I have a post review that I would suggest that you go take a look at. There will be spoilers. You'll see the image in that one, but I don't want to spoil it for you here. Anyway, this one was really special because I managed to have the image not spoiled for me at all. I actually had a family member help me cover up the clear plastic cover as soon as it arrived so that I wouldn't accidentally see the whole drill field and be able to make out shapes and see kind of what the image was that I was working with. And so that made it really special because then I was just having it really revealed to me just a little bit at a time. And it's something that I highly recommend to anyone that's going to try a mystery kit, is like, if you can somehow find a way to not have the image revealed to you, try it, because it's so rewarding and it's so much fun. It was a really big size. It was kind of that like 70 to 90-ish range. And so it took a little while, but I enjoyed every single second of it. I felt like there were continuous surprises throughout, and that the end result, like the end render, gosh, I wish I could just show you guys here, but I won't, because like I said, I really don't want to spoil it for anyone that still has it in their stash and is waiting to work on it, because I know how meaningful it was to not have it spoiled for me. And so I very badly want to preserve that for you if I can. But if you want spoilers, go find the post review. I'll try to link it below if I have the space and ability to. But that was finish number 17 for the year. Finish number 18 here. This was Wonder Woman 1984. This is from Diamond Art Club, and technically speaking is just licensed through Warner Brothers. However, if you're looking at it, look at the art style. I think it is not difficult to imagine who it is licensed from. Technically speaking, we're just saying Warner Brothers. It's just part of their licensing agreement, you guys. But if you think you know who the artist is, you're correct. She does have a contract with WB, and this is all done completely above board. I did participate in a few events with this one as I was working on it. I feel bad I'm blanking on the name here. Let me take a quick look at my logbook. But there was a Pride themed event that happened in June, I believe. Let's take a look. I'm like, I know there was. Let me find it. So we had, yes. Okay. So there was the Princess Along that my friend Lindsay at Emeralds and Fairy Lights was a part of hosting. And then DP June Pride 2022, which I am beyond sorry. I did not write down who the host of that event was. But I was really happy to get to participate in that since this one had, rainbows galore and everything. Was it Knox? Did Knox host that? My apologies. My sincere apologies that I didn't remember. The render on this is beyond incredible. The AB placement was unreal. Had 67 colors, which at the time was the maximum amount of colors the Diamond Art Club was putting in kits. They have since increased that amount, and we're starting to see kits with 70 plus colors in them, and they just added a second sticker sheet. But the AB placement, like her arm guards here are just chock full of white ABs, magical. The render's amazing. The colors, the rainbow, out of this world. I'm so glad that this artist has had a contract with WB, so that when Diamond Art Club had a licensing agreement with WB, that then we could appreciate and enjoy it. So this is 51 by 76 centimeters. Amazing to work on. Absolutely amazing. No complaints whatsoever. So this was Wonder Woman 1984, finish number 18 of the year. Now this next one, you guys, I was doing some math earlier. I was like, I want to find out for sure. This, I believe, by square centimeters, this is officially my largest finish of 2022. This is Summer by the artist Alphonse Mucha and is from Diamond Painting Shop. Shop spelled SHOPPE. A fairly new shop to the community, and the owner is beyond sweet. They have some amazing artwork, and they actually, I'm trying to remember, I don't remember if I purchased this one myself or if they sent it to me, but I was so incredibly impressed with the quality. I'm always trying to be really gracious and understanding, especially with brand new companies as they're working out the kinks, but Diamond Painting Shop did such a wonderful job right out the gate. Old Masters artwork is really difficult to translate. So again, this was by Alphonse Mucha, who is one of those old masters. The year on this piece was like early 1900s or late 1800s. So it's part of the public domain. And I worked on this as my first kit for Summer with the Masters, which is an event that I co-host with my friend Jessica at Tiny Worlds of Wonder. We've done it for 2 years now. We'll see about a third year. Stay tuned for that. But this was a very, very large panel style piece. It was 50 by 120 centimeters tall and had 53 colors, including some ABs. It did take a bit of time to work on because it was so large, and so I did work on some other kits kind of in between. But I was really, really happy with how it turned out. Because like I said, sometimes you don't know how Old Masters artwork is going to translate. But this I thought was great. And so Diamond Painting Shop does have several other Mucha panels and other Old Masters canvases. And I'd love to try to work on another one for this summer. So we'll see, or sooner even. So we'll see. But that was Summer from Diamond Painting Shop and artist Alphonse Mucha. And it was finish number 19. Finish number 20. Oops, my little washi tape border came off. This is a custom that I had ordered. This is actually the very first time that I'd ever ordered a custom. This original artwork is called Destiny. It's by John William Waterhouse, who is a personal favorite of mine as far as Old Masters goes. And I wanted to test out Dreamer Designs customs because I had read about them and saw that their process, what it was supposed to be like, as far as that you would send them an image and that they would, have some hand charting done on it and contact you, and it would kind of be like a back and forth thing. Unfortunately, that was not actually the experience that I had. I placed the order, I uploaded the image and everything, and I kind of expected that I would hear from them. And with those sort of services that I thought were supposed to be a part of the process, and that I had and have since heard other people describe being part of their process of ordering a custom from Dreamer Designs, But no, I just got a shipping notification a few weeks later. So that, I guess it is what it is. But this is 46 colors and is, let's see, is it 60 by 80 centimeters? And this one, there were things I liked about it. I would have been curious to see what it would have been like with a little bit more hand charting or some back and forth with me. So I do have some disappointment on this one, unfortunately. But I think that there are some good things about it. Some of the shading of the red in her dress is nice and whatnot. But yeah, the drills were tricky to work with. You can see some gapping, especially like in her skin tones and stuff. So I don't know, you guys. But this, I'll just let this, be what it is. I worked on this for a summer with the masters, and I was, glad to have actually ordered a custom, because like I said, I hadn't really ordered a custom. Well, that's not true. I did have a custom that I worked on the previous summer from a different company. But this was a large custom, and just an interesting experience. So the name on this one, the name of the artwork is Destiny. It's by the artist John William Waterhouse and is part of the public domain since it's an old master's piece. And this was a custom from Dreamer Designs, and that was finish number 20. Finish number 21 here, I feel like, is kind of iconic. She has a reputation in the diamond painting world. This is the iconic, I'm going to say iconic again because it really is. This is Woman in Gold. This is from Diamond Dots and Gustav Klimt. This is a large piece, you guys. Large. This is, I don't see the size on here. It's big though. It's in that like 70 by 90-ish range. But what's magical about this piece is the special drills. It's got lots of crystals and metallics, and then some of these, like these bars and stuff like that. This was one that I pulled out to work on when I needed a break from the custom, to be like, okay, I need some sparkle and some happiness in my life. Normally, I would have thought that this was a piece that I would have burnt out on because it's just a bunch of these browns and golds. This art style is not always really, it's really not my jam, honestly. So it's really, really bold. But I loved every single second of working on this piece. This was absolutely magical, and I loved it. Loved it. I feel like this is almost a rite of passage for diamond painters to work on Woman in Gold. But yeah, this is a really fun one. So you could still get this piece on like the Diamond Dots website. I think even like sometimes on Amazon and stuff. So it was technically a partial drill because there's no diamonds painted on her skin, but like 98% of this canvas has diamonds on it, and it was very rewarding and really, really amazing to work on. So that was Woman in Gold. That was finish number 21 for the year. Finish number 22, you guys, this was one of my rainy day kits. This is Star Maker. This is by Yume Art and Diamond Art Club. Yume Art is absolutely one of my favorite artists. I think I have almost every single piece that Diamond Art Club has released from her. And this was one that it was easy for me to pull out to work on for my rainy day stash because 2022, I'm already mixed up on years. 2022 was the year of the water tiger. So I was like, well, I need to work on this one during 2022. So I pulled out this one to take I think this is just maybe a little break from some old masters canvases. I'm like, I just need some Diamond Art Club squares in my life. So it was magical to work on. I think that the finished effect is just beyond, and I'm so glad that I pulled this one from my rainy day stash to work on. So that's Star Maker from Diamond Art Club. That was number 22. Number 23, this is another old masters canvas. Oops. This is from Crafties again. So they do have some classics, or what they call them, pieces. And I thought it would be really fun to work on this one. The standard Starry Night by Van Gogh is kind of a rite of passage for diamond painters as well. I feel like this is Starry Night over the Rhone, and it was beyond confetti heavy. It was pure confetti, but it was a nice manageable size. What's it say? 50 by 40 centimeters and 23 colors, but pure confetti. But very, very cool. Very, very cool. I like that you can still make out the details of like the boats and the people over here and stuff like that. So this was fun to work on. It was another finish for summer with the masters. And overall, that was finish number 23 for the year. Now number 24 is Dragon Cliff by Herb Leonard and Diamond Art Club. And this just, oh my gosh, ticked all the boxes for me as far as I love high fantasy vibes. I love dragons and like what feels like a strong female protagonist type character going on here. I thought the render on this was just unreal. The clouds looks like just exactly the original artwork, and all of the shading and the colors that they chose for like the lighting and the blending, I just was blown away. I thought this was unreal how good this piece was. This is one I was sent as a sneak peek. I think I finished it and then shared that like in the sneak peek video. Like, here's a reveal, here's a finish. You guys have to buy this kit because it's magical. It's so good. The level of detail in the dragon's body and scales is so good. The render of like the girl at the scale, which it's like if they wanted to like get tons of detail, they would have had to blow the whole image up, even the size of the canvas up even further. I thought they did a really nice job of rendering her at this size as well. So anyway, love this piece. This was Dragoncliff from Diamond Art Club and the artist Herb Leonard. This was 65 by 81 centimeters, by the way, and 52 colors and square drills. My next finish, you guys, this is from a somewhat new to me company. This is actually from Diamond Painting with Sparklers, DP with Sparklers. They have diamond paintings. In case you guys didn't know, they're most well known for their special drills, but no, you guys, they have licensed diamond paintings. This is by the artist Laura Martin, who I think someone told me she actually has a YouTube channel as well. But can we please talk about how incredible and unique these special drills are on this kit. The name on this one was Carousel Horse, and I'd had this on my stash for a little bit. I'd kind of forgotten about it, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I totally need to work on this one. It's just 50 by 40 centimeters and has 40 colors, lots of special drills, lots of these crystals, and then of course these like oversized, amazing special drills. So I really loved this one. This was really, really special to work on as well. So that was finish number 25. We're getting there. Go ahead and go stretch your legs. Go get another drink of water. Refill your snacks. This next finish, this is Take Care by Oraloa. I worked on this for the Claws and Paws event that was happening that month, hosted by Laura at Anxiety Art Adventures and Steph, whose drills are a girl's best friend over on Instagram. And this one is 85 by 56 centimeters, had a total of 50 colors, and has square drills. And Oraloa actually sent this one over to me. There's a lot I really loved about it. I feel like you could tell like some of the really pretty hand charting that went on in here. And I'm a cat person, so I loved that she was here with her kitten, who looks a bit like my older cat actually. I like the pink details and the lace in here. But yeah, so this one was pretty confetti heavy, but I think it turned out all right. So that was fun to work on. It was real cozy. We were going into fall weather, so I enjoyed working on that one. That was finish number 26. Number 27, this is absolutely one of my favorite finishes of the year. This is Asleep by Victoria Leal, and it's from Jaded Gem Shop. This is my first kit that I completed from Jaded Gem Shop, and I was blown away. The second that I saw this original artwork, I was like, that's it. That's the one that's going to be my first kit that I actually work on and complete from Jaded Gem Shop, because I need to work on it right away. It's so soft and dreamy, and I was excited to try out Jaded Gem Shop because, like I said, they're a bit newer to the community, but they have some really incredible top-notch quality diamond paintings and an amazing variety of artists, a lot of which completely speak to me and to my style. So I already have a really large stash of kits from them. You will definitely be seeing some more from me in this year. This was possibly the most confetti-heavy kit that I have ever worked on, but I feel like the details come through so beautifully that like that's not a complaint. It is just amazing. So I love all the soft colors. You have the option of like what size you want to get a kit in, and also if you want it in square round drills. So I got this one with squares, 60 by 60 centimeters, magical to work on. This is one of those that I do have a post review on if you want to see me talk about it in a lot more detail. But otherwise, I'll just leave it at that. That was number 27. Number 28, this must have been September 1st. We must be getting into fall. This is After the Rain by Olga Darchuk and from Diamond Art Club. 51 by 61 centimeters, 40 colors, round drills, and is about the closest that I will get to a landscape, I think, at this point. I mostly have sworn off of landscapes and cityscapes because I don't find that I have quite as much enjoyment for them, but I thought this is a nice small size. This would be fun to work on for drills and chills, which I did. So this is my first kit that I worked on for drills and chills, which I hosted solo this past year and was so much fun. But I wanted to have some variety in there, so I worked on this landscape, and this had been released back in 2020, and I had almost destashed it more than once. And I didn't, and I'm glad that I didn't because I thought it turned out really pretty. So I like the artwork a lot. I love supporting this artist. And I just thought that it turned out really well. So, and this was After the Rain from Diamond Art Club. And that was finish number 28. Number 29, I have another kit for you guys from Mary's Diamonds. This is Astronomical Witch. She's cute. I love it. Was this 50 by 50, I think? 50 by 50 centimeters, 39 colors, round drills, and some really, really pretty AB placement. This is licensed from the artist Yaroslava Guskova, who I know they currently don't have a license with, like that just ended, but we'll see if maybe they're able to get it back at some point, especially under new ownership, who knows. But this is really fun to work on. This I used for both Drills and Chills and the Festival of Witches, which Lindsay at Emeralds and Fairy Lights hosted as well. This is a cute little kit to work on. She worked up pretty quickly, and I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. That was number 29. Number 30, you guys, this was the very first kit that Diamond Art Club released from Puffy Gator. This is the absolutely adorable Lion Cub. It's a nice beginner-friendly size at 42.6 by 42.6 centimeters, 45 colors, about every shade of pink and red that you can possibly imagine. It has round drills and has a really pretty white AB. And again, this was licensed from Puffy Gator. So yes, in case you were wondering, it is absolutely possible for the same artist to be licensed with multiple companies. But I just thought it was so fun that this was the first, I'm 99% sure that this was the first one that Diamond Art Club released from Puffy Gator. That's so cute. So that's the Lion Cub. Next up, this is another of my rainy day kits. This is Hades and Persephone. This is by Margaret Morales and is from Diamond Shop. And I fell in love with this artwork the second that I saw it. Immediately sent it to Diamond Shop. I don't know that I necessarily was influential about having it licensed, but I was over the moon when I saw that they had in fact licensed this artwork. I really adore the story of Hades and Persephone a lot, and I thought this artwork was breathtaking. I thought Diamond Shop did a nice job of rendering it. I got this one with square drills because it was only offered in the one size, which was 50 by 65 centimeters, and so I thought that square drills would give it the best chance of translating well and capturing as many details as possible. This has 36 colors and again came with optional ABs that I ended up foregoing and just using the regular version of the drills that came with it. I was really happy with the render on this one. I thought it was so breathtaking and one of my rainy day kits as well as one of my favorite finishes from 2022. That was number 31. Now number 32 I actually don't have handy here because, I'll explain just real briefly, I actually, I had sent it over to Diamond Art Club and it was used as part of a series of commercials that they did. Those just started airing over the holidays. So that's been really fun to see. I don't know, I think that there were some like live TV spots, but I've also seen them like on Facebook and like other kinds of platforms like that. So the kit that I worked on, and I'll try to insert a picture here, was Fairy Lights by Ivy Dollamore. And I actually worked on two versions of this kit. One I got to 25% completion, the other I got to 75% completion. So I'm like, that counts as like a finish. And they did some time lapsing and whatnot with those kits. So that's why I don't have them. They'll be sending them back to me, they've said, but I'm certainly not in a rush. It's not a big deal. But I thought that was just a really fun thing to get to do, to help them out with and to do. So that was finish number 32 for the year. Finish number 33, this was another one for Drills and Chills. This is Moonlit Bride. The artist for this one is Anne Jolie Aubrey, and this is by Diamond Art Club. And this was one of the first kits that they had some of these really pretty special drills, these kind of like oversized, like quad size opal pearls that they had in white and I think black as well. Yeah, there's one of the black ones. This one was sent to me as a sneak peek and I picked it because I was like, I really want to see how this art style translates as well, including like this out of focus moth or butterfly. And I really, really liked it. And I immediately was like, I think I want, so like now I know rather that like I can happily buy kits that are by this artist from Diamond Art Club because I think it's going to look really good. So this was a nice size. Let's see, it says 61 by 70 or 51 by 71 centimeters, 29 colors, round drills, including those special drills. And yeah, this is what I worked on for Drills and Chills. So super spooky, super fun. Love that one. That was finish number 33. Finish number 34. This is a big one. And I worked on this one throughout most of Drills and Chills, it feels like. This is Midnight Spell. This is another Chrisabug piece, actually, and is also from Diamond Art Club. And like I said, it's bigger. It's 70 by 89 centimeters. 59 colors, square drills, and some really, really pretty ABs. My favorite part about this piece was absolutely the cats. If you followed along while I was working on it, either during Drills and Chills on YouTube or on my Instagram, I was like, these cats, I love it. I started at the top and worked my way to the bottom so that I would have them to kind of motivate me to look forward to. But I was like, we have Derpy Cat and Doom Cat. And then I asked my followers on Instagram for help, and we kind of thought like dozy or drowsy cat for this one, because I was going with like alliterative, like D. But I just love them so much. I love that we have a thick witch, and I just thought the render was really, really good. It was a tiny bit of a slog getting through some of these like grays and browns up at the top, but I think their render is out of this world. I was really happy with this one. So this was Midnight Spell from Crystal Bug and Diamond Art Club, and that was finish number 34. Now, I did have just enough time to squeeze in one more finish for Drills and Chills, and I was like, I haven't worked on a crystal canvas art designs piece in forever. I don't remember if I worked on a full crystal kit from them before. So this is Stained Glass Jackolantern from Crystal Canvas Art Designs, and the artist was it Natalia Zagori, I believe was the name. And I was like, well, it's stained glass. That's the perfect kind of kit to do a full crystal drill kit on. So this one was it 30 by 40 centimeters and had a total of 32 different colors of crystal. And this is one that I did, because crystals can sometimes be a tiny bit finicky. I did actually use this to do a how to seal a diamond painting video. So this is sealed with Minwax polyacrylic, but you can see that it hasn't dulled the shine at all. So I was really happy that I worked on this one. It was fun to work on a full crystal, and again, to support another small shop like Crystal Canvas Art Designs. So that was my last kit for Drills and Chills this year, and that was finish number 35. Finish number 36, this is Scorpio Dragon. This is from a new to me company and a pretty new to the community company called The One with the Diamond Art. This is licensed from Parente Illustrations, and I did have a little bit of trouble to glue on this one. I can see a couple of spots that drills have fallen off, but I got it with round drills. You can pick round or square drills, and you can pick the size. So this one I got in 50 by 70 centimeters, and it has 43 colors, including some ABs. And it's cute. I mean, I love dragons and I'm a Scorpio, so I worked on this one around my birthday in November, and it was fun to work on a kit from a new to me company. So I'll be curious to see if they make some improvements though, just because like I said, I did have some minor issues here and there with this one that I go into more detail with on a post review. But anyway, it kind of fit my goal of working on multiple kits multiple new to me companies throughout the year. So that was finish number 36 for the year. Now, finish number 37 is extra special for a number of reasons. Finish number 37 is the Daughter of the Sea King. This was my 100th finish of all time of my diamond painting, quote, career. This was absolutely a rainy day kit. This kit is really, really difficult to come by. I was very fortunate to have a friend who was able to locate one for me, and it did take some hunting. But I just thought I want my 100th finish to be something really meaningful, really special. So I was like, it's definitely going to be a rainy day kit. And so, yeah, this is The Daughter of the Sea King. It's by Mandy Manzano, and let me double check the size on this one. It's tall. It's one of the panels, so it's real tall. This one is 42 by 125 centimeters. It has square drills, 47 colors, and honestly, for being Diamond Art Club's like OG old square drills and old rendering style and stuff, this was such a joy to work on. I really, really enjoyed it. She was so special, so much fun. And I'm so glad that I decided to really work on getting some kits out of my rainy day stash for this year. So I thought the render was nice. And I'm telling you what, Diamond Art Club's quality was there even back in, this would have been a 2019 probably release. So anyway, that's The Daughter of the Sea King. And that was finish number 100 overall, but just finish number 37 for the year. Finish number 38. This is one that I started on December 1st. So this is a recent finish for me. This is Snow Queen. This is from Diamond Art Club and artist Sarah Mustafa. I worked on this one as part of a few different events, actually. So let me make sure I'm remembering all of them. So first was Jingle Drills, hosted by Lindsay at Emeralds and Fairy Lights. Winter with DAC, hosted by Rachel Ray and Wolfpack Diamond Painting. And then Diamonds and Disney, which was hosted by Christiane Hare, who has a YouTube channel and is a good friend of mine, as well as Kyle Diamond Paints did the Diamonds and Disney event. So this qualified for all three. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to work on it. And I really enjoy Sarah Mustafa's artwork a lot. And I was so curious to see how it would work up. It's chock full of ABs, these magic swirls, and in her dress as well. Her dress has tons of white ABs, and these magic swirls are just like oodles and oodles of ABs. I was really happy with how this one turned out. It was 50.7 by 60.8 centimeters, so I love that size point. 43 colors and round drills. So that is Snow Queen, finish number 38. Number 39, you guys, I have yet another kit from Enabler's Outpost. This is Storm Blessed, and oh my gosh, so magical. I just put up a post review on this one just a couple weeks ago, or maybe just this past week as of the time of this filming. But this is licensed from the Colorful Cat Studio. It's 50 by 60 centimeters, and it has square drills, and their square drill quality was fantastic. The overall kit quality was so good. They did send this one to me for review because they knew how much I would love the artwork, and it's so true. I adore this artwork so much. This was an amazing kit to work on. Highly recommend, and loved working on it. So lots of confetti, be prepared for that. But they did such a nice job of translating artwork that is pure watercolor vibes to diamond painting form. So this was Storm Blessed from Enabler's Outpost in the Colorful Cat Studio. That was finish number 39. Finish number 40. This was such a sweet and magical piece to work on, and was yet another new to me company this year. So this is Season Bright from Bella Safina. As far as the artist goes, they use an in-house digital licensing process where they combine some different kinds of artwork and do some other design elements on them. So I don't have an exact artist name to give you, but it is licensed and above board. This one is 60 by 60 centimeters, 34 colors, round drills with some really lovely ABs. You'll see a post review on this here real soon. But unfortunately, this one is no longer listed for sale on the website. I'm not sure if it'll be back. But it's so cozy, so cozy, and actually surprisingly one of my favorite finishes of this year. I thought it turned out beautifully, and I thought the quality was really lovely, and I really truly enjoyed working on this one. So I'll have to check out Bella Savina again and see if they have another kit that is in my vibe art-wise, and I'll have to pick one up. But this was Season Bright, and this is one that I had purchased last year but didn't have the chance to work on during that holiday season, so I was really prioritizing getting to work on it during this holiday season. That was finish number 40. Finish number 41. This is a fun one. So this is Christmas Tuxedo. This is by the artist Marilyn Casanave, and it's from Diamond Art Club. And this is one of these little pet kits from this artist, but this one is full drill, so the whole thing is done. And this one was one that I made the trek up to the holiday market up in Westfield Century City, because I do live in Southern California, and Diamond Art Club had done a pop-up there, set up a pop-up there for the holidays. And I knew that they had this one in stock, because I had gone a couple weeks prior with some friends, but I didn't have a reason to buy this one at that time. And then I got a reason to, because we got a kitten for Christmas. Don't worry, it was all well planned out ahead of time. And everything, but mostly for my oldest son. And we've had this kitten named Skip, who's a little tuxedo kitten and looks strikingly like this one, nearly identical to this kitten. And so I went back up to the pop-up just hoping that they would still have some in stock, because I was like, this is too perfect. I need to get this one and work on it. And so I did. And this was a less than 24-hour kit. I tried to finish it in one day, like kit it up, but I kitted it up too late in the day. I had a busy day. I kitted up in the afternoon, and I was just too tired to stay up and actually finish it. But I kitted up and finished it in less than 24 hours. This is a cute little quick kit. 33 colors. It should see a restock on the website at some point, but I was like, if I can work on it this Christmas, I really want to. So this was finish number 41, Christmas Tuxedo. And then finish number 42. This is one that I genuinely did not expect that I was actually going to finish. And I decided to call this one a finish. I did ask my Patreon for their opinions, like, and even some other like viewers on here on YouTube and stuff. Like, can I call this a finish? Does this count? And the consensus was a resounding yes. This is the first panel, the first of 8 panels for my Heaven and Earth Designs project. Of converting a cross-stitch chart to a diamond painting on a blank canvas. So you guys are seeing the reveal here now. I finished the first panel of this piece. This artwork is called Once Upon a Fairy Tale. It's by Amy Stewart, and it's one of her bookshelf style designs. And so I split it into 8 panels. So horizontally 4, and then in half 2, so that it fits almost the size of the shelf. So this is like the top left section, the top left shelf, and it'll actually continue. There will be another panel that it picks up right here and is the same size as this one and continues to the right and to the end of that top bookshelf. So, and then there will be 3 more bookshelves below. But this is one that after Christmas, it was the day after Christmas, I was like, I don't really want to necessarily kit up anything else, but I've been neglecting my cross-stitch conversion project sorely this year. This was my second run at doing a cross-stitch conversion project, and I'm going to explain just a tiny bit more in just a second about why that is, because I did do a first pass at a different piece of artwork sourced from different shops for the materials, and that unfortunately did not go the way that I was hoping it would. And so I decided to indefinitely shelve that project and got picked out a new piece of artwork for a fresh start and bought materials. The canvases and the drills are from Evermoment, and the chart is from Heaven and Earth Designs and is licensed. But I've had a wonderful experience with this. Honestly, the quality on the canvases, because Evermoment now has poured glue as an option. They have resin squares that are wonderful quality to work with. I've really, really thoroughly enjoyed this project. So I will link to my cross-stitch conversion playlist below so you can kind of see the whole story and everything that's happened with this project so far. And I will post a dedicated update video specifically about this panel separate from this soon. But anyways, I'm calling this a finish because I poured so many hours into this. But yeah, I started the day after Christmas and was like, I don't necessarily want to start anything else. I was at about here, just about the halfway point, just over the halfway point. And I have gone so hard. I've spent so many hours working on this project this past weekend. I stayed up super, super, super late and managed to finish this and call it a finish for 2022. So I am thrilled, absolutely thrilled to have knocked this out, because I started on this panel for this new project months ago, and I just kept having a hard time pulling it back out. So that was finish number 42. Now, the honorable mention, like maybe I'm going to call this a 43rd finish for the year. You guys can sound off in the comments below what you think, but the honorable mention is that I did complete one quadrant of my first pass at a cross-stitch conversion to a diamond painting on a blank canvas. The artwork on the canvas was the same size, so it's like the size of this panel, the amount of confetti and everything in this panel times 2. I completed in the early part of the year, but those materials were so horrific to work with that I had to indefinitely table that project. However, I did complete an entire, it was like 74 by 93 canvas or something like that. Like, it was huge. And so I'm like, do I count that as a finish? Because I did complete, I'll put a picture up here for you guys so you can see it. I did complete this. And so I'm like, this is kind of a finish, but I am uncertain of whether or not to like include that in the count for this year. It was still a ton of time spent, but the whole piece wasn't completed. But since I'm counting this panel as a finish, I'm like, do I count then that panel as a finish as well? So let me know what you guys think. I know it's not that serious, but look, I like to have lists and have accurate counts as much as possible, so I'm just gonna throw it out there, see what you guys think. But that being said, that's either 42 or 43 finishes, however you want to look at it, for the year 2022. That is 3 or 4 more than I had for the year 2021. I did do year in review videos for both 2020 and 2021 that I'll link if you want to go and take a look. I had a lot of fun doing those, and you'll see a really fun variety of artwork shared there. But now I just want to take a minute, if you're still hanging around, because this is a nice long video that you guys got to settle in for. I went through and I decided to pull some fun facts about my finishes for this year, and ask for requests as well for what people wanted to hear what I thought. So things like, what were my top favorites as far as like my finishes for this year? I would probably have to say Asleep from Jaded Gem Shop and Victoria Leal, the Rika Raikkonen Mystery Kit from Diamond Art Club, Woman in Gold from Diamond Dots and Gustav Klimt, Hades and Persephone from Die Moon Shop, and Season Bright from Bella Safina. Yeah, those are my favorites. I narrowed it down to 5. Most disappointing kit. This was tough because I felt bad to like pick a kit to say it was most disappointing, but probably my Dreamer Designs custom, just because the process didn't look like how I thought it would, and the drill quality and like the oversaturation of the symbols on the canvas, it gave me headaches to work on. It was just not as enjoyable as, you know, the rest of my projects during the year, unfortunately. The best as far as like fun little details go, where there's lots of details actually in this panel, which it'll come together even better when you imagine there are going to be 8 of this and you have to like step back far enough to look at all 8 at once. And then Season Bright I thought had some really cute, pretty details with like the bear and like the detail and like the flames in the fireplace and stuff. I thought it was really pretty. Favorite new to me shops or artists. I discovered Dakota Dateweiler this year, and you didn't see any finishes from her this year, but you definitely will in 2023. I adore her artwork. I was trying to figure out if Ivy Dollamore came to Diamond Art Club, if that first release was during 2022 or not. But she's definitely one of my new favorites. And then from Jaded Gem Shop, Victoria Leal, and then Toshia-san. Love their artwork, and those are new to me artists this year. Indie Creates from Enabler's Outpost. I really love their artwork and discovered them this year as well. As far as shops go, Jaded Gem Shop and Enabler's Outpost and Diamond Painting Shop were all new to me shops this year that are, I would say, are favorites that I'm looking forward to buying from and working on kits from again. Largest kit that I worked on would be the honorable mention. Actually, it was 93.75 by 69.5 centimeters, which shakes out to 65.15 square centimeters, and square drills. That's the most number of drills placed as well. Otherwise, the next biggest kit would be Summer from Diamond Painting Shop. That Alphonse Mucha panel was 50 by 120 centimeters with round drills, 6,000 square centimeters, but fewer number of drills because they're round, and round drills are 0.2, 0.3 millimeters larger than square drills are. Anyway, smallest, it was kind of a toss-up. So either Fox Bliss in terms of number of drills, because that was a partial with like so few drills on it, either that one or Hipster Boston Terrier. Was another partial with like not a ton of drills on it. But like a full drill kit, Christmas Tuxedo, was really small too. So one of those. Quickest finish would be those smallest finishes. Probably the Christmas Tuxedo, just pure start to finish, because the others were broken up by things. Like Fox Bliss was broken up by my son's surgery, and Hipster Boston Terrier, I was time-lapsing and changing camera angles and doing all these things, so it just naturally took longer to finish. So probably Christmas Tuxedo. Slowest finish was this panel. I still feel some guilt and shame. This one was the slowest, in sheer number of hours too, just pure number of hours. I think this one took me the longest of probably anything as well. Rainy day kits completed. I decided to add this category myself. So those rainy day kits, again, are kits that I just really wanted to, they have special meaning to me, and so it's like I wanted to be meaningful when I worked on them and deliberate and that sort of thing. But I thought it would be fun to mention which ones I did work on this year. So Fox Bliss, Star Maker from Diamond Art Club and Yume Art, Hades and Persephone by Margaret Morales from Dye Moon Shop, and then Daughter of the Sea King by Mandy Manzano from Diamond Art Club. Those are rainy day kits that I did complete this year. As far as what I'm most looking forward to in 2023, I'm looking forward to making tracks on this cross-stitch conversion project. I'm really excited. I actually just kitted up. My first kit for the year is going to be from another new to me shop that it's Muni Made, who you might know them for diamond painting accessories, but they also sell diamond painting kits now. But I just unboxing those kits, my jaw was on the floor. Like, for a brand new company as far as diamond paintings go, the attention to detail is out of this world. So I'm most looking forward so far to working on kits from them, as well as just working on kits from new to me shops. Like, that's going to continue to be a huge value of mine here on my channel, and just personally is as much as, like, yes, you can see that, like, I worked on a ton of Diamond Art Club kits. That's because they have a huge selection and, like, a really well established, like, quality, and it's just really easy to go back to those kits. But you're going to continue to see me trying out new small shops and really giving them a very fair shot and trying to look at them through the lens of, like, they have something to offer too. And it's really, really, really incredibly important to support small shops, because they're often just fellow crafters and creators alongside us that have much fewer resources than larger shops do. And they're eager for feedback, and we want to support them too and help them succeed. And like I said, there is space for them in this community. So I highly encourage you to check out some of the small shops that I've mentioned today for sure, if you haven't already. I also am looking forward to prioritizing, like, continuing to work on some of my rainy day kits. Like, maybe I'll pick another Mandy Manzano Princess panel from my stash to work on, or just other kits that have that special meaning to me. So those are the things that I'm looking ahead to in 2023. I don't know that I'm going to complete this many kits again this year, especially because, like I said, I really want to highly prioritize working on this cross-stitch conversion project, and it is just so much more exponentially time consuming than other diamond painting kits are. And so I think by nature I'm going to have fewer finishes, because I want to make sure that I'm continuing to make progress on these panels, because that would be amazing. I don't think I'm going to finish the whole thing this year, but I want to get at least a few more of these panels done. So anyway, you guys, that is going to wrap up this really fun deep dive and lengthy hangout that we've had today. I would love to hear now from you in the comments. What did 2022 look like for you? Do you have any kits that were just magical to work on and were your favorites to work on? Did you meet any fun, like, personal goals or crafting goals that you want to share about? I would love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Be sure to take a look down in the description box. I'm going to link to each of these shops. And hopefully that is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'll try to do my best to help down there as well. But if you are interested in seeing a whole lot more diamond painting content from me, including unboxings and dedicated in-depth post reviews and all the things, I would encourage you to hit the subscribe button. I would invite you to be a part of my community here. I would really love to have you, and you'll see just a whole lot of different diamond painting content from me. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you. So I hope you all have a healthy, happy, safe, and fulfilling start to your 2023. And I'm looking forward to what the year has in store for all of us, and look forward to getting to do it alongside all of you. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, my friends, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye.